Greetings, good people. Thanks for clicking on the video and welcome back to the channel. So Porsha Williams, okay? Porsha Williams has got a lot going on. You know, she has her spin-off reality television show that is going to be airing next week, if I'm not mistaken. And she also has a book that she is promoting, The Pursuit of Porsha, right? So she did a interview with People magazine exclusively, right? And she stated in this interview, among other things, that she herself spoke with authorities about her own experience with Robert K. Yes, Robert K. And yeah, I'm going to use code words because the algorithm on YouTube is very sensitive and they don't like Sylvester. That's his middle name. Okay. So she basically is opening up, right, for the first time about her experience with Aura. All right. And why she wanted to share her story with the investigators. So she told People, I realized that it was my opportunity to help anyone who's been hurt by him. There had been so many other instances where I had been abused by men that my mentality at the time was of an abused person and that it was okay for me to be treated like that. So she gets very, very candid, I guess you could say, in this book. You know, she talked about, this is not the only thing she talked about. She talked about, you know, postpartum depression, becoming a mom. So, but this is what stuck out to me because it's kind of like, where is this coming from? Okay. Now, she said that after meeting a friend of Aura's in 2007, she was then 25 years old and she was considering a career in music, right? So she was flown out to Chicago to meet Aura and potentially work with him, right? So Porsha says that she expected to be, you know, driven to like a recording studio when she arrived, but she was taken to Aura's home instead. Yikes. So she said that after an initial introduction to Aura, someone like led Porsha to a bedroom of sorts in the home and left her there for hours. So she said when Aura finally joined her, she said that he told her to take off her clothes. Now, again, this is an exclusive interview that Porsha is giving to People magazine. Okay, she does have a book coming out and she also has a spin-off reality television show, right? So she says that when Aura asks her to take her clothes off, she says that she's already put herself in this position, and this is what she wrote in her book, and it's available November 30th, so the end of this month. And she says this is what you're supposed to do. You have to. There's no turning back. So this is what she was telling herself as Aura, as she states, as Aura instructed her to take her clothes off. So she felt at the time, she was 25 years old, that to get into the music business, to do what exactly, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure there's more details about that in the book. She probably felt that this is what she had to do. Now, you guys know that Porsha was in a music video back in the day, right? So she was kind of like a video girl. I don't know if she wanted to be a musician herself or she probably just wanted to be like a video model of sorts, but she rationalized in her head, well, this is what I have to do to get on. Basically, I put myself in this position. I came out here. There's no turning back. This is what she told herself, right? Now, she goes on to say that she saw Aura 2 more times and says that in her book that she encountered several young women who also were staying at his home. She writes that she decided not to see him again after she woke up one day and heard a woman being beaten in another room. She says she kept this secret for years, even from the people closest to her. So she states, it's not something that you want to tell your mom because my mom is a very strong woman and she did her very best in raising me. And I think for any woman or man who's been in an abusive situation, you don't want to tell your parents because you don't want them to think that they had let you down in any way. I don't want her to think that she had done anything wrong. And so I took it upon myself. She said, but I was glad when I did. She was glad that, you know, I told her and we talked about it. This is what she said. So she goes on to say that she told me some of her experiences. So she basically kept this from her mother. She didn't want her mother to be riddled with guilt and blame herself. So she said when she eventually told her mom, you know, they talked about it and Porsha's mom shared some of her own personal experiences with Porsha, right? She said that we just talked about how this should be told so other women don't have to go through it. Okay. Yikes. What do you guys think about that? That is really something. I don't know what to say. But she did admit that she spoke to authorities. Okay, so she's, again, she's on her press run, and she's dropping little hints and things like that. About the book, and little excerpts about the book. Now, you guys know that Porsha has a reality show, a spin-off reality show, Porsha Family Matters, I think it's titled. And this is her fiance, Simon Guobadia. Okay, most of you know that Simon Guobadia was on the recent season, slightly, of Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? He was married to Fallon Guobadia, right? They are divorced, and Porsha and Simon started dating quickly, right? It sent shockwaves through social media because they called Porsha a home wrecker, all types of stuff, right? So she goes on to talk about in her book, excerpt from her book, and in the interview, she talks about how she suffered with depression at an early age. And she said that she was, bullied in middle school about her body. And some of her darkest days, she contemplated ending it all, if you know what I mean, right? So she says she kind of developed skills to survive, and, it helped her focus and navigate throughout life. She says, as it pertains to her fiance, Simon Guobadia, she says that, she said it came naturally. Falling in love with him came naturally. Her words, not mine, okay? She says that, he's a big advocate for therapy, because Porsha went on to talk about how she was in therapy for a very long time, and she took a break from therapy to write this book. So she says that he is a big advocate for going to therapy. So he's done a lot of work on himself, and I have been doing a lot of work on myself, okay? I knew very early on that he was the one for me. I'm going to tell you something. When I see them taking pictures and videos of them on social media, it just looks a little forced. Okay. I don't know if Porsha is uncomfortable because she knows what people are thinking, or if she's uncomfortable because she knows that this is kind of staged. I don't know. You be the judge. Let me know. So you guys know that she announced in September that, she was leaving the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she is moving on to do her own thing, right? So I'm not mad at her venturing off and doing her own thing. Something tells me that she's not going to be too far away from the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise. I think that this is just a spinoff, because she had planned to do a spinoff anyway, right? Just so happens that this drama with Simon Guobadia was probably a lot more juicier, and Porsha says, well, no, I'm going to do my own spinoff. I'm not going to put this on the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise. I want my own show. Bravo said yes. I think that she might return to Housewives of Atlanta. If she does, she does. If she doesn't, she doesn't. It is what it is, right? So, Pursuit of Porsha, that's the name of her book, and then she has her Porsha Family Matters show coming out. I'm going to be tuning in. I'm going to be interested in seeing what Porsha's talking about. And there are already trailers out, because her family has a lot of questions about her and Simon. So they showed the trailer. Her family, they're going on some sort of a retreat. So she's taking her family out of town or out of the country, and everybody's going to be grilling Porsha about this relationship with Simon. So that is basically going to be the focal point of the show, and I'm going to be here for it. So she's going to get more candid and in detail about how it all started with her and Simon. Do you guys care? Do you guys care about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Porsha's Family Matters? Do you think that Porsha will return back to the RHOA franchise? And this is titled as a limited series, so it's not like she's going to have her own permanent show. I think that this is a little spinoff for her, and then, okay, we give you what you want, and you come on back. So November 28th is when the show is going to air on Bravo, and I'm here for it. So yikes, yikes, yikes. So Porsha, she shared her experiences. She said that she spoke with authorities regarding Aura. She's got her book coming out. A lot of stuff is going to be in this book. So are you going to buy it? Do you care? Are you going to wait for someone else to buy it and review it? Tell me what you think. Share your thoughts down in the comments. All right, Royal Family, I love you for listening. And as always, until next time.